Yeah, there's a big difference in age. There's a lot of older people on ham radio, some younger people. But not just age, but also in demographics. There's a wide variety of people, and you can talk to and make friends with people on the radio that you probably normally wouldn't have without the ham radio. Because I know people that I know guys that are very wealthy and are very friendly, and I talk to, and I know some that are not so. They're really quite limited on financial wise or education or and then difference in age, just different class, not class I should say, but just different people. There's very wide variety of people. I mean, a lot of people think ham radio is just typical. There are, it's like the stereotype of an older gentleman, whatever. But there's quite a few that are not. And there's some that I've made friends with that I don't feel I would ever have made friends with otherwise. And I think it's like an equalizer, So there's a few hams I know that just they're more professional than I was in career. Doctors, lawyers, pilots, and stuff. And anyway, I think that's a little different than it would have been without ham radio.
Yeah, okay, Dave, K0 or K. Yeah, I think the code requirement was a great thing. And, if somebody can't run 5 words a minute, when I took the extra class in Varick Street in New York, I had to do 20 words a minute out of the gun from that examiner in the seat. And I'll tell you that is a little bit nerve-wracking, but I'm not a rocket scientist by any means, and I was able to do 20 words a minute, and it's probably in the capacity of just about anybody that wants to sit down and try and learn code at that speed. But be as it may, we don't have 20, we don't have 5 words a minute, we don't have anything anymore. And to me, that's a big disappointment, because if you do the math and probably the demographics of all of the hams years gone by that have had to learn 13 words a minute and 20 words a minute, and try and come up with a number of how many hams today that get their license without code requirements. How many of those percentage learn the code to 5 words a minute, let alone 13, 15, and 20? What do you think will happen to CW band operation in the future, Dave? Over?
Well, I don't think they're going to do away with this segment of the band, because it's become not the CW portion, but the digital portion, and all these digital modes are going to just fill in the gap there, so I don't think things will change. But like I said before, I think I was just happy with the way things were. And even though I don't think I would have ever got the top license with the 20 words, I might have. It's not that I wasn't able. I guess I just didn't have the dedication to do it. And maybe since I'm not working anymore, I maybe have to take some time to try to get it. But anyway, I don't know that the bands need to change because the digital stuff is down there. I think that they should segment the band during contests. I think they should have off-limit frequencies on each band for during contests that they can't go to. They have all the contests they want, but they have to restrict themselves to a certain portion of the band.
Well, you're looking at some very big, chunky parts of radio spectrum. Our voice communication on 20 meters at 150. You're looking at 150 kcs, which is almost half of 20-meter band. Almost half. And I would venture to say you do not hear a lot of American hams between 14,000 and 14,150, and also from 7125 down to 7,000. You're talking 125. That's almost half of the 40-meter band we're talking about here. So I don't know what the answer is to that. That's a tremendous amount of the band that's may not be used in the future very much because of a decline in CW operation. Yeah, the FTA and some of the other digital may start to pick up, but do you think they're going to utilize that much of the spectrum?
Probably not, because some of the digital modes are not that active, like RTTY and slow scan, and they have a little bit of activity, but it's not very much, I don't think, and FTA does not really take a lot of spectrum up. They really don't need that much, and they have more than they need. I don't think that I would classify it as that much. I mean, it's not like half the band. I mean, like on 80 meters here, it's from 35 to 36, and it's 100 kilohertz, but then it goes from 36 to 4 meg. It's 400 kilohertz for phone, so it's a much bigger section for phone. But yeah, I guess they could take half of the CW. The digital portion away, and they'd still have enough probably for the amount of activity that they have. But they've already done that on 80 meters here. They already took a big chunk that used to be CW. I believe it was. This is like 10 or 20 years ago, I believe.
Yeah, you're talking about 75. I'm talking about 40 meters and 20 meters. 40 meters has from 7125 to 7,000. That's 125. That's almost half of 40-meter band. Almost half of 40-meter band for non-voice. And on 20 meters, from 14,150 to 14,000. Which again is almost half of that band. That's a big swath of the radio spectrum, over.
Yeah, I don't really know that. I don't really give it a lot of thought because I don't operate the CW, so I don't really think about how much spectrum is wasted. So what are you suggesting, that we increase the activity of CW, which is probably not likely, or take away some of that for the phone band?